morning. Welcome to Unity in Harlem Sunday service. Today is Sunday, December 31st, 2023. This is the last Sunday and the last day of 2023. Happy New Year's Eve. We are honored and blessed to have Unity in Harlem's Reverend Carol J. Hunt as our speaker today. The talk for today, Return Home. As we count down the final hours of 2023, think of what you want to achieve in 2024. Fill your consciousness with good thoughts now, and you will create a joyful future. Allow yourself to be open and receptive to the divine within you. Have faith and believe in the divine ideas of new opportunities and new beginnings in 2024. Expect to be blessed, and by grace you will be. Happy New Year, and Happy New You. Order of service. Marie Poncé will perform the opening celebration song. Bob Poncé will read the Unity in Harlem affirmation. Nancy Causey will read today's daily word. Reverend Carol will bless and guide us with today's meditation and then give the Sunday service. Today's talk, Return Home. After the service, prayer requests, tithes, offerings, and finally the peace song. Now Marie will perform the opening celebration song. Marie?
Thank you so much, Nancy Causey. You're so awesome. Wow. Talk about a kickoff. In the land of I am. In the land of I am more than I have than I am, more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have than I am, more than I will be. I am all that I am. And the songs of all my great-grandmothers and the dreams of all my great-grandfathers and the way to rise beyond the pain, all live in me. In the land of I am more than I have than I am, more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have than I am, more than I will be. I am all that I am. Oh, land, all that I have than I am, all that I will be. I am all that I am. And the smiles of all the unborn children and the dreams of a better day to come and the dance of heaven with the earth all live in me. In the land of I am all that I have than I am, all that I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am all that I have than I am, all that I will be. I am all that I am. Been robbed and disgraced, abused and displaced. Been robbed and disgraced, abused and displaced. Been lied to, but lies can be seen through in the land. You can't fall from grace in the land. You cannot be hurt in the land. There's more than enough in the land. always at home, always at home, always at home. Home, yes, home. In the land of I am all that I have, and I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have, and I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am all that I have, and I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have, and I am all that I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have, and I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have, and I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. Yeah, home, always at home, always at home.
Thank you, Marie. Now the announcements. Unity in Harlem Zoom connection is 698-428-2725. Phone 929-205-6099. Passcode 777-7777. These numbers will connect you to Unity in Harlem Fellowship immediately after the Sunday service. Please note the following. Tuesday Study Group is in recess until January 9th, 2024. Friday's Unity in Harlem Prayer Circle is in recess until January 5th, 2024. All other programs are in recess for the month of December. Unity in Harlem's Gospel Program for December 2023 is on Unity in Harlem's Facebook page. Anyone wanting to speak to the minister about a personal matter, feel free to call 646-481-1844. Join Unity in Harlem Sunday service next week Sunday, January 7th, 2024. Happy New Year! And now, the Unity in Harlem affirmation. Bob?
Isaiah 55 verse 11 says, "So shall my word be that goes out from my mouth. It shall not return to me empty, but it shall accomplish that which I purpose, and shall succeed in the thing for which I sent it." Unity affirmations speak to the power of our words, and particularly the power of I am. And so we say this affirmation every Sunday to affirm our divine nature. The words are on the screen, and I invite you to say them with me. I am an abundant, radiating center of God's love and light for peace, healing, and inner truth for all.
The Daily Word for Sunday, December 31st, 2023. Let go, let God. With a grateful heart, I bid the year farewell. As the year draws to a close, I reflect upon the joyful times as well as the lower points of the past several months. In a prayerful moment of contemplation, I feel gratitude as I accept all of it. I may have laughed and cried, celebrated and grieved, but I made it. As days turn into weeks and weeks into months, I have met the year's events with faith and have grown resilient. Now it's time for me to let it all go as I prepare to begin again. I take the lessons of the past 12 months, their joys and sorrows, and prepare myself for the new year. I let go and let God as I spiritually surrender my hopes and dreams and even my fears. I'm divinely guided and infinitely blessed. I step boldly and bravely into a year that is mine to live to the fullest. Offer right sacrifices and put your trust in the Lord. Psalms chapter 4, verse 5. Peace and blessings.
A new arrangement of Standard for Unity, I Am Your Temple. Temple, my heart, your holy of holies. Each breath is sanctified to you. Temple. I am your temple. My heart, your holy of holies. Each breath is sanctified to you. I am your temple. I am the breath of life. I am your temple. Breathe the breath of life. temple. I am your temple. My heart, your holy of holies. Each breath is sanctified to you. I am your temple. Reverend Carol J. Hunt. Happy New Year.
Good morning. Thank you for that rendition of I Am Your Temple. The beat of the music sort of flows in you, in me, in each person, and causes us to reflect deeply. Thank you. And good morning to everyone. Happy New Year. Happy New Year in just a few hours. 2024 will be here. Thank you, Nancy Causey, for a high energy opening, lifting us up to what can be new as we move forward, and letting us know that we can release and let go what we want to release and let go in 2023. Thank you. The Daily Word picks up on the same theme of release and let go. Sometimes we think of release and let go of those things that are negative, or we took them in as negative. But we can also see release and let go that which is good in us, because we are all good, and release that and let that energy go into our world. Now that would be a goal for 2024, wouldn't it? I am happy that you are here with us today, and pray that this service will support you in all that you want to be and do as the year unfolds. Tomorrow, January 1, is the last day of Kwanzaa. And the word for the last day is Amani, meaning faith. And as I read about faith and actually saw a video the other day, I am once again acknowledging and in wonder of how compatible the value and themes of Kwanzaa is so aligned with the value and themes of New Thought, and of New Thought as it is expressed in unity. And some of them are for Kwanzaa, faith, Imani, honoring our best traditions. And as we have experienced the Christmas season, Families, individuals, remember traditions and repeat them because they have such meaning to them. Honoring our best traditions in family and community. Looking within for the highest level of spirituality. A better life for ourselves and others. And affirming our own self-worth, that we can be confident, we can triumph over our struggles as a people and as individuals. These words put together so beautifully and ideas put together so beautifully are so in tune with what faith is all about. And practicing that faith. The Christmas season sometimes we are not cautioned, what's my word? It's suggested to us to remember the best of the season and carry it through the year. So it is with Kwanzaa, to remember the best of all the principles and carry them through the year, practice them through the year. We are blessed to have these high consciousness thoughts given as gifts to us to live by. We salute Kwanzaa, its creator, Dr. Karenga, and all those we know and don't know who are practicing the principles of this holiday time. The second thing I want to talk about before we go into the meditation is that Unity in Harlem has found new space. Are you smiling? Are you applauding? I hope so. And perhaps you've heard this already. We have new space. I'm not giving you the address and telling you where it is, nor am I suggesting what the first date we will all come together. We are in the midst of planning our opening in person, and I personally look forward to a glorious time of being together, seeing one another, holding hands with one another, hugging one another if you're up to it, smiling, and seeing everyone's eyes lit up because we are in person as a spiritual, loving community. You will hear more about this next Sunday. So I will ask you, with not knowing where it is or the date we will open and be in person, I ask you to visualize a space full of light and energy, which will draw many friends and new friends into that space to celebrate unity in Harlem, who we are, what we are, and celebrate all those who will come. So begin to visualize in your quiet time or at any time a space full with light and people happy to be together and loving one another. We all want to share in this exciting time together. Next Sunday, the first Sunday, we will have a form of a burning bowl ceremony. And that is an opportunity to think as well as come together in oneness for those things that we want to release and let go, and those things that we have expectations for in 2024, just as Nancy so beautifully shared. I'm going to ask you to bring 2 pieces of paper with you when you come to our service. Next Sunday, we will still be in this format. So 2 pieces of paper. 1 piece of paper, you're going to bring a pen with you, and you will be writing down those things you want to release and let go. Those things in 2023 that you have no need of any longer. Release, let go. And your other piece, and when we do, and I will share at that time what you do with it after. And the other piece of paper will be your expectations for 2024, your goals, your objectives, that which you want to see yourself accomplish in the first months of the year or all year long. So 2 pieces of paper and 1 candle. 1 candle. I certainly hope that you will join with us next week, next Sunday, as we have a shortened form of a burning bowl ceremony. And now, let us prepare ourselves to become quiet and still through relaxation and moments of affirming who we are as children of spirit, perfect and whole. If you're not comfortable in your seat, please get comfortable. Close your eyes. Focus on breathing and breathe in and out. And as you breathe in and out, feel yourself becoming still, quiet. Indeed, right now, you release, you let go. Let those shoulders droop. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Feel the cool air as you inhale deeply. And then as you exhale, feel the rush of warm air that you release. And that can represent so much to you of right now releasing and letting go. Think now about your body. Search for those places that feel uncomfortable. There may be some among us who feel pain in certain places. There could be stiffness. Whatever it may be within your body, as you breathe in deeply and exhale slowly, send the breath to those places. Feel the breath relax and heal. Feel the breath relax and heal. Do the same regarding your feelings. How do you feel right now? Search your body. Search your environment. Wherever you are, how do you feel about it? Are you relaxed? Do you feel tense, tight? Do you feel stressed? Whatever the feelings you have, that too, breathe in deeply to them and send the breath, inviting in relaxation, relaxation, quiet. Feel yourself becoming one. Let go of any sense of God and me. Feel oneness, God as me. And now take another deep breath and hold that breath. 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000. Exhale the breath slowly. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, 6 1,000, 7 1,000. Feel quiet. Feel still. Feel at one. Breathe in, breathe out. Feel the quiet. Know your oneness. Affirm, I am one in the Spirit. I am one in the Lord. I am one as the Spirit. I am one as the Lord. In this oneness and wholeness, I know I am loved. I am loved and accepted. There is no thing that can be denied to me. There is only good, whole, one. I am that good. I am that wholeness. I am that oneness. I affirm my oneness. All shadows disappear. At the center of oneness, I know who I am. I take the time now to know to believe and to see my perfection. Be ye perfect as I am, are the words I hear. Be ye perfect as I am. I am the perfection I want to see in the world. I am the perfection I want to be in the world. I am the perfection of love, of mercy, of forgiveness, of joy I want to see in the world. I rest in this awareness. I rest in this energy that has come forth from within. I return to it at any time, at any place. I simply become still I become quiet. I breathe in and breathe out. I breathe in and breathe out. Once more. I breathe in. I breathe out. I am relaxed. I feel refreshed. And now I am ready for all the good that will come my way. In the consciousness of the Christ. Amen. This is the last Sunday in December 2023, and it will be the last reflection of this Advent Christmas season. We have used this month to look at the characters in the Christmas story, to glean from them as much as we can for our everyday life and how we see things and do things. And today, it's return home. Last week, it was travel to Egypt. And now we want to talk about returning home. There are many different ways to return home. This is our theme for today, returning home. And so after last week, after traveling to visit the baby Jesus, now we must return. Our purpose today is to know now, or be in touch with how many times, how often are we aware and we decide to return home. After all, we can look at this two words, return home, in a purely human way, but we can give it dimension and depth if we think of it from a spiritual perspective. So are we really in touch with ourselves when we decide to return home? What prompts us? What triggers us to return home? This is important because the opportunity to return home is always present. We can practice, cultivate this whole idea of returning home. We can decide not to linger in thoughts of slavery, not to linger in thoughts of bondage. We can do the work and decide, I'm going home. Think for a moment about your electronic devices. Most of us have at least two, and I'm sure others have more than two. We have an iPhone, cell phone. We have an iPad or a tablet. We have a laptop or a desktop. And on that device, there is a return key. A return key, which simply means go back to a place, go back to where you started, or start someplace new on your screen. Sometimes the word enter serves that same purpose, to go back, to start new, or to go back to where you want to go before you go forward. Sometimes the word return is used to indicate the desire of a person to return an item to a store or to a person. Sometimes the word is used to celebrate the safe return of a person or object. Sometimes the word indicates a financial return on an investment. Other times it's used to describe sport activity, such as in tennis. And then there are times and conversations when a person will return tick for tat. So it goes with this word return. There are numerous ways the word can be used that has subtle meanings to it. Who of us have not heard a person or even ourselves say, when I attended a Unity Center for the first time and heard the message, I knew I had come home. I had returned home. Returned from where? From slavery, from bondage, from thoughts that were not working for us anymore. So we see that the idea of return can have many, many different meanings. The definition of home varies as well, not quite as much as the other. It means a place where a person lives, physically live, relating to sports, playing the first home game, an instinct by animals to return, salmon return, birds return. It's a target, a destination, an objective, a goal, the finish line. For today, spiritually, it means to belong, simply a sense of belonging. There is a church hymn that I knew growing up that is sung in traditional churches, and I am sure that it's still sung there. It was considered a invitational hymn in the church that I grew up in. The title of the song is Softly and Tenderly, Jesus is Calling. The meaning of the words are not defined from a new thought perspective. However, the intent clearly conveys the desire for anyone to know that God, Jesus, is the way to come home. To come home. If a person is seeking acceptance, pardon, mercy, and love, this is the way for you to know belonging. Come home. Come home by way of God and Jesus. Here is a sample of one stanza and chorus. Softly and tenderly, Jesus is calling, calling for you and for me. See on the portals, he's waiting and watching, watching for you and for me. Come home, come home. Ye who are weary, come home. Earnestly, tenderly, Jesus is calling, calling, O sinner, come home. We can see how these words can resonate to people wanting to have that sense of belonging, belonging to something greater to themselves, so that they may experience acceptance, pardon, mercy, peace. As we fast forward to our teaching for today, we come home, we as students seeking truth, we come home when we learn that we are our own acceptance. We are our own pardon. We are our own mercy. We are our own love. It is not about coming home to God or Jesus out there. It's about in there. It's to come to in there. Go within. Go to in there and there, because we are divine creatures born in the image and likeness of spirit. We are our own pardon, acceptance, mercy, love, and so much more. What we have here are words of a Christian hymn writer being challenged by, many, many years later, of course, Charles Fillmore and other New Thought writers, as he put forth in the Methodist Church, where he and his wife are members, changing the interpretation or adding to the interpretation of these words meant for many, many years. As the hymn writer, William Thompson, I believe his name was, honest and authentic where he was in consciousness, so was Charles Fillmore. I wonder if Charles Fillmore felt afraid to state his truth. And I say that as we move into the characters that I have been talking about for a couple of weeks in the Christmas story. So now let us return to these friends and start with Joseph. If we are to take the scripture seriously in the context of symbolism and spirituality, The instructor from the angel to Joseph in his dream told him to take Mary home. Take Mary home. And not only that, he should not be afraid to do so. Not be afraid to do so. And that's why I raised that question about Fulmore. When he heard what he heard in his consciousness of this new way of thinking, what we call new thought, which has been around forever, but new thought, was he afraid at any time to say, this is what I believe it means now? The instruction from the angel to Joseph, take Mary home, don't be afraid. Remember, Joseph's human intent was to save Mary from disgrace, marry her, and then quietly divorce her. That's what he was going to do. So what we have here is a story of a Hebrew couple steeped in traditional Judaism, challenged in consciousness to be different and not be afraid. Just say it like it was. This is the way it happened. This is what I got in the dream, and this is what the angel said to Mary. Are we afraid at times to declare clearly our own inner voice and what it tells us, our own dream and what it tells us, because it separates us out from the masses of the people? Now let's look at the shepherds recorded in Luke 2. Remember, they were in the fields with their sheep when an angel of the Lord appeared to them. They too were afraid, and the angel said, do not be afraid, for I bring you good news with great joy that will be for all people. It would seem by the actions of the shepherds that they were in the consciousness of home. They were already in the consciousness, and we see this. After hearing the angels proclaim, glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace to men on whom his favor rests, because they agreed to leave the safety of the physical home with the sheep and travel to Bethlehem. It's not recorded anywhere that they had a conversation of whether they should go or shouldn't go, or did you hear it or didn't you not hear it. They just got up and traveled to Bethlehem to see for themselves Joseph, Mary, and the baby Jesus. Once they listened to the chorus, they went to Bethlehem. Now the shepherds returned, praising God and spreading the word about what they had heard and seen. They were not afraid, praising God and telling anybody who would listen what they heard and what they saw. The Magi, the three wise men, after visiting the baby Jesus, was told in a dream to return to their own country by another route. The wise men were certainly in the consciousness of home as I see it. Their spiritual home. They listened from within. They too had a dream and followed the instructions in spiritual consciousness. We are always given a new route to practice the truth of our being when it is necessary. It is up to us to decide. It is up to us to listen and decide what route to take to return home. And we know this. In fact, we have a common saying: when one door closes, another door opens. The beauty of new thought, as expressed in these two statements, which are principles through the lens of unity, there is only one presence and one power, active as the universe, and in my life, God the good. The other, we are co-creators with God, creating reality through thoughts held in mind, creating spiritual reality, which is the truth and never ending, real. All the other stuff, not real. We are co-creators. We can be confident in faith and not be afraid. When we hold to two of the five principles, there is only one presence and one power, active as the universe and in my life, God the good. We are co-creators with God, creating reality through thoughts held in mind. Remembering these two principles are your greatest reminder of return home. When we decide to return home, we are returning to the place that never goes away. We can be confident in faith, not be afraid to return home. That place is always there, that we may experience what? Acceptance, pardon, mercy, love, which carries us through all that we need to do and say. Returning home is deciding to return to the Christ center of ourselves, the I am, the divine mind, the Father within, who you really are. Reflect now on your own pardon, your own acceptance, your own mercy, your own love. Be co-creator with God and create the reality of them through the thoughts held in mind, divine thoughts held in mind. Return home today and every day, all day. I found this poem, I guess you could call it. It is titled Song of Returning by Ruth Harwood. God is the light in me. God is the sight in me. Oh God, make bright in me all that is dark. Let there be peace in me. Let it increase in me. Fully release in me the infinite spark. It truly fits for today. Return home today and every day. create your own song of returning. Blessings, my friends, and happy New You. Oh, that was beautiful, Bob. We prepare for 2024, a golden year for everyone. And let us take a moment to just take that all in consciousness. Center ourselves as returning home, to be in the consciousness of love and mercy and pardon for ourselves and for everyone. To go forward and with a light step and a light in our eyes, knowing that we always can decide to return home and be inspired, to be uplifted, to be centered, and in that be all that we can be for ourselves and others. What a wonderful, incredible idea to carry with us every day of this coming new year. We see this for ourselves here, right now, and we take a moment to see it for a world that we know we must see past the appearance and know that each one is gifted already with home. They can return home and let everything else just fall away. How grateful and thankful we are that we can be a witness to this truth for ourselves every day and for others. We say thank you in the name of the Christ. And in this quiet moment, this uplifted moment, we think of the gift that we would share with this ministry, our tithe, our offering. Every gift that has been given through this year of 2023, we say thank you. And this will continue, this prosperity and will continue into 2024. We see the gifts. We bless the givers. As we give, so we receive. On your screen is the prayer that we offer every Sunday at this time. I will say the words and then we will say them together after. Divine love flowing through me blesses and increases all that I give and all that I receive. Shall we know it together? Divine love flowing through me blesses and increases all that I give and all that I receive. So be it.
All right. Open the eyes of my heart. I release and I let go. I love it. Eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you. To see you high and lifted up, shining in the light of your glory. Pour out your power and love as we sing, holy, holy, holy. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you. High and lift it up. See you high and lifted up, shining in the light of your glory. Pour out your power and love as we sing, holy, holy, holy. High and lifted up, shining in the light of your glory. Pour out your power and love as we sing, holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. We sing holy. Holy, holy, holy. Holy, 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 holy. I want to see you. Sing holy. Holy, holy, holy. Lift your hands now. Holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. I want to see you. Holy, holy. I want to see you. 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 Wow. Carol, that was such an amazing talk. I just never thought about the interchange between Joseph and Mary and how, just the credibility, like him believing her or not, and the divinity that's being sent to her in a place where women were not thought of that way as
Mhm.
being credible. and important. What a message that is. That's in the core of everything. Amazing.
Yep.
Wow. And a shout out to Akua. Yay, Akua. Akua and Tommy.
Sure.
Yay.
Well, thank you for your song and words. And we now go to the prayer of protection.
Mm. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Amen. All is well. We look forward to seeing you after our service for our chat, which is always great. And we'll have our peace song.
Yeah, I want to see what other people think about your message. Such a
Okay.
new way of looking at it.
Yes.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator. Family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. This goes out to all those people in Grand Central Station yesterday who were standing for the peace in Gaza. Amen. So, shoulder to shoulder, yay. Let there be peace for real.